Hello guys. Today's practice tip video is about practicing in front of a mirror. I'm just going to give you a couple quick examples of why that could be beneficial for you. And how you can use it to make yourself better. When I say practice in front of a mirror, you can stand in front of a bathroom mirror, you can find like a full-length mirror that you can sit in front of, or stand in front of, or oh my gosh, I'm about to sneeze and facing the sun. Or like what I usually do is set my phone up facing me with the camera facing me, and I don't necessarily record, but just like I can see, myself when I'm playing. So as long as you can see yourself while you play, that's what the point of this is. So just a couple quick reasons anyone might want to do this, wind or percussion, is to watch your body as you play. That's an element of playing that I think we sometimes forget about. While we're practicing, So if you're a wind player, your face, first of all, you can get a lot of information from just watching your own face as you play, right? Like for me as a clarinet player, and also if you're a saxophone player, you can be watching the corners of your mouth, right? Keeping them nice and firm. Clarinets especially, keeping a flat chin. All reed players, saxophone, clarinet, when you're playing, make sure that your chin or your jaw isn't going up and down as you tongue. Beyond what like you're going to see no matter what. But like you can watch all those things. Are you inadvertently like pinching as you jump up an octave or something? Like you can watch for those things, those little details, and correct them. Flute players, you can watch the aperture of your face as you play, the size of the opening of your mouth. If you're playing and it sounds really airy, maybe it's too wide there, or too pinched. I know for me, I always roll my bottom lip because I'm a clarinet player and that's what I'm just used to doing, which is not good for flute. But when I can see that that's what I'm doing, I tend to not do it as much. So you can watch the opening and the shape of your mouth. Brass players, of course, watch your corners, but also like make sure you're not like mashing your mouthpiece into your face, right? Because that's going to cause more of a like strained sound. Similarly, you don't want to like pout your lips out too much either. Make sure it's a nice neutral stance as you buzz. So you can watch for that. Percussion, you guys can watch a lot of things actually. You guys can watch your stick height if you're practicing on a snare or a pad or something. You can watch how high your sticks are coming. Maybe you're working on getting that muscle memory for stick height down. And an easy way to get that muscle memory is to practice to where you're watching and you can see how high up, you can't see my hand, you can see how high up your sticks are over whatever you're practicing on. And so like find a 6-inch height or whatever, and then make yourself stay at that height. So you can work on visualizing what your stick height should be, which will help you get it as a muscle memory. You can see, are you using too much shoulder, or too much elbow, whatever. Like you can start figuring out exactly how much of each muscle you need to use. And like see like if your dominant hand maybe is going a little too hard compared to your non-dominant hand, or like maybe your non-dominant hand needs to work a little harder. Sometimes seeing those things can help you fix them because you're so used to it, you don't realize what is happening until you see it happening in the mirror, right? For wind players, I like to watch my own fingers while I play. So I can see if something is like not speaking, like a note isn't speaking, or something isn't like, it's like squeaking or something like that. Usually that's a finger is slightly rolled off the key, and you can check that in a mirror. Or like your hand shape for clarinets and flutes should be a nice curve, and we want this part of our finger touching the keys. For saxophone, it's a little bit more of a flat finger. For trumpet and baritone, we want to make sure we're using the tips of our fingers and not not flat finger or not curved over, right? We want this part of our finger on the buttons. Trombone, do you have like floppy limp wrists? If so, you want to make sure you firm those up, not strain them, but firm them up. So anyways, pretty much all of those little things that your body does as you're playing, you can watch in a mirror. Sometimes, especially if you don't know what to practice, like pick some super easy song, or pick a song that like you're really, you enjoy playing, you don't really need to work on as much, and practice it, but make the point of your practice session to look at the mirror and find little things to fix. I completely changed my tone of playing on clarinet by practicing in front of a mirror and watching my face shape as I played. I used to have a really bright tone. I had a hard time toning it down. I used harder reeds. I worked with my tongue. Like I tried to do everything. But finally I started practicing in front of a mirror and I could see my face doing things as I played that shouldn't be happening. And so I worked on, not doing that. And finally got it under control, and now I have a hard time playing brightly on my clarinet. So I would think you'll be surprised at how much you can improve by just looking at yourself while you play. So you can stand or sit or, you know, point your phone like towards your hands, point it like really close towards your face, like whatever you need to do. So yeah, that's my tip for this Tuesday is practice in front of a mirror or your phone or something. Make sure you watch yourself, okay? Bye.